Once upon a time, there was a young boy named Max who was a genius. He had an IQ of 180 and could solve complex mathematical equations in his head. However, Max had a dark side. He loved to play pranks on his classmates and teachers, often causing chaos and disruption in the classroom. One day, Max decided to take his pranks to the next level. He hacked into the school's computer system and changed all the grades in his class to A+. The teachers were baffled and couldn't understand how every student had suddenly become a genius overnight. Max reveled in his success and continued to play pranks on his classmates. He would sneak into the school at night and rearrange the furniture in the classrooms, causing confusion and frustration for the teachers the next day. Max had set his sights on a new target, the school principal. He had heard rumors that the principal was planning to install security cameras throughout the school, and Max was determined to put a stop to it. Max spent weeks planning his scheme, carefully studying the school's layout and security measures. He knew that the principal's office was located on the top floor of the building, and that there was a large skylight above it. One night, Max snuck into the school and climbed up to the roof. He had brought with him a large bag of marbles and a slingshot. He carefully aimed the slingshot at the skylight and fired a marble through it, shattering the glass. The sound of breaking glass echoed through the empty halls, and Max quickly made his escape. The next day, when the principal arrived at his office, he was shocked to find it covered in broken glass and debris. Max watched from a distance as the principal frantically searched for clues as to who had caused the damage. He couldn't help but feel a sense of satisfaction at having once again outsmarted his superiors. But Max's pranks soon caught up with him. One day, he was caught red-handed by the principal, who had been tipped off by a student. Max was expelled from school and his parents were furious. Determined to prove his genius, Max decided to take matters into his own hands. He began to study advanced computer programming and hacking techniques, using his skills to break into government databases and steal classified information. Max's actions did not go unnoticed, and soon he was being hunted by the FBI. But Max was too smart for them. He was always one step ahead, leaving false trails and decoys to throw them off his scent. As Max's reputation as a bad genius grew, so did his ego. He began to see himself as invincible, untouchable. But he was wrong. One day, he made a mistake. One day, he made a mistake. The FBI raided Max's house and arrested him. He was sentenced to 10 years in prison for his crimes. As he sat in his cell, Max realized that his intelligence had been his downfall. He had used his gifts for the wrong reasons, and now he was paying the price. But Max was not one to give up easily. He began to study law and the justice system, determined to find a way out of his predicament. And so, the story of the bad genius continued, with Max plotting his next move from behind bars. He knew that he could use his intelligence to get out of prison. Max started by studying the law books in the prison library. He spent hours reading and analyzing every detail of the law. He knew that he had to find a loophole that would allow him to escape the prison sentence. After weeks of research, Max found a loophole in the law that would allow him to appeal his case. He filed an appeal and waited patiently for the court's decision. To everyone's surprise, the court granted Max's appeal, and he was released from prison. Max was a free man once again, but he knew that he had to be careful. He did not want to get caught again. He decided to use his intelligence for good this time. He started a business and became a successful entrepreneur. Years went by, and Max became a respected member of society. He had left his criminal past behind and had become a law-abiding citizen. However, his past caught up with him when he was nominated for a prestigious award. The media found out about Max's criminal past and started digging into his past. They found out about his appeal and accused him of using his intelligence to manipulate the law. Max was devastated. He had worked hard to leave his past behind, but it seemed like it was catching up with him. Max decided to come clean about his past. He admitted to his mistakes and apologized for his actions. He also promised to use his intelligence for good and to help others who were in need. The public forgave Max, and he was awarded the prestigious award. He had finally redeemed himself and had become a role model for others. Max had used his bad genius to get out of prison, but he had also used it to turn his life around and make a positive impact on society. In the end, Max realized that intelligence was a powerful tool that could be used for good or bad. It was up to him to decide how he wanted to use it. He had chosen to use it for good, and that had made all the difference.